Welcome back, friends. In this Hubble Life, where we strive to have understanding, be believing, and live extraordinary. Today, we're going to explore one of the greatest gifts of our mortal journey, the earth itself. We're going to talk a little bit about the actual creation of the earth, a creation that was lovingly given to us to experience. So a couple weeks ago, my family, we went down to Goblin Valley, which is in southern Utah-ish. And we were able to spend 8 days down there. And I am not a huge desert lover, but I can appreciate the beauty of it. And we just had such a good time. It was so fun to be there with family. But we would go on rides on the dirt bikes and on our side-by-side. And one ride specifically stood out to me. We were riding along and the terrain was incredible. Things that I had never seen before. It felt like one minute we were on the moon, where the rocks were big, round, boulder-type rock mountain hill formations that had purples in them and just rolling and really cool. No vegetation, nothing growing on it. And then we'd ride in that for a few minutes, and then we would turn a corner and we were what felt like Mars, just red dirt and high cliffs and walls that, anyway, just amazing. Completely a different look than what we had just been on. And then we'd ride for a little bit more and we'd turn a corner and come across sand with vegetation and a little river running through it. And it just was awe-inspiring to sit there and see all the different creations. And even in one area within just a few miles, the way that it changed, the things that it did, and how amazing when God took matter unorganized and he organized it. That's what, to me, it was just a really visual example of maybe what that might look like. Taking matter unorganized and then organizing it to create this earth. And that was just one little section. God intended for us to enjoy all of his creations, and those aren't even my favorite ones. It was amazing to be down there, but then just to think about everything that's been created, the oceans, the mountains, which is my favorite spots. I love being up in the mountains. That he's created something for everybody, something for us to live in, to observe, and to also care for. One other thing I love here, specifically where I live, is that I get to enjoy 4 different seasons. And just when I'm tired of summer, then it turns into fall, which is one of my favorites. And when I'm tired of that and I'm ready for some snow, then we get that. Each of them bring their own beauty and things that I love about it. The spring blossoms, which is what we're in right now, and that's beautiful. It's amazing. And sometimes I wonder, this is just my own thinking, but did we help create, did we help take part in the creation of our planet that we were going to live on? And if so, I just have thought about this and imagine what part of creation would I be on that team. And I'm sure that I would be on the team for mountains and pine trees and waterfalls. And I was probably on the bird team, where I helped to create little tiny birds and ducks or chickens, all of that. But each one of these things enriches our experience here. And there's something for everybody to love. The very air that we breathe and the food that we enjoy comes from a very carefully balanced creation that was designed for us. Scientists have described that there's about 2.2 to 2.5 million species on the earth so far. However, they estimate that there could be around 8 million in total. And God created it all, and he did it just for us, a place that we could go and experience all these things. And when you think about the distance that it is to the sun, that we are exactly the perfect distance away from the sun that we can survive, those things just don't happen by chance. There's so much to be learned and understood as we enjoy the creation, as we seek for opportunities to connect with nature, to maybe reflect and take moments to be still, to take moments to enjoy being outdoors with your family, or to find peace and quiet somewhere. There are times when I have had to be by myself, and one of my favorite places to go is up in the mountains, to just sit in nature and connect with nature there and with a higher power, with our Heavenly Father who created all of that for us. There are so many lessons to learn from nature and the world that we live in, and there's peace that can be found there. The thing is we're all meant to create. We all have an opportunity to create. And if you look around us, we are the children of a master creator. If he created all of this for us to live in and to be part of and to take stewardship over, to take care of the grounds that he's given us and blessed us to be here with, we too have an opportunity to create. I think that's one of my favorite thoughts, is that I am a child of a master creator, and I also love to create. I think I don't know if Mike is as excited to create as I am, and he teases all the time that he's just the worker and I'm the creator, because it's something that I really love doing, is to create, to make something out of nothing. And right now, especially in spring, that's working on my yard and different things, my flower beds and garden beds. President Uchtdorf said this: "The desire to create is one of the deepest yearnings of the human soul. No matter our talents, education, backgrounds, or abilities, we each have an inherent wish to create something that did not exist before. Everyone can create. You don't need money, position, or influence in order to create something of substance or beauty." He continues on saying, "Creation brings deep satisfaction and fulfillment. We develop ourselves and others when we take unorganized matter into our hands and mold it into something of beauty." That is a gift that each of us possess. We are all children of the Master Creator, and we have opportunities to create things every day. Maybe it's creating a smile that wasn't there before. Maybe it's creating a beautiful dinner for your family to eat. Maybe it's creating a space for your friends to come and have a night out and just enjoy being together. Maybe it's creating a garden. President Brigham Young spoke this to the saints in his day. He said, "There is a great work for the saints to do. Progress and improve upon and make beautiful everything around you. Cultivate the earth and cultivate your minds. Build cities, adorn your habitations, make gardens, orchards, and vineyards, and render the earth so pleasant that when you look upon your labors, you may do so with pleasure, that the angels may delight to come and visit your beautiful locations. In the meantime, continually seek to adorn your minds with the graces of the Spirit of Christ." I love that. I love the idea that we get to create a little bit of heaven here on earth. Heavenly Father created everything here for us. He created the most beautiful planet. And yeah, there's stuff that happens, and we have a responsibility and an obligation to try and take care of it the best that we can. And we also get to try new things, to work in our yards and try to make them more beautiful, to try and make our homes a place where the Spirit can dwell and where your family feels that love. The more you trust and rely upon the Spirit, the greater your capacity to create. It's a really interesting thought, isn't it? that the more that we trust and rely upon the Spirit, the greater our capacity to create becomes. That is our opportunity that we have in this life to create. And it's our destiny in the life to come, to also be one day like our Heavenly Father, to be able to create. I am so grateful for the earth. We probably could have gone through the creation itself, and animals and birds and water and the ocean and everything, and taken a really long time. Think about the things that you love. Maybe what team were you on? Where do you find peace? Where does your soul feel at home? I know for a lot of my family, they love the red cliffs at Lake Powell. That is where they feel like they belong. They love it there. Mine is in the mountains. Where is yours? I'm so grateful for this earth, the design of it, and the perfection in it. James Barrie, the author of Peter Pan, he said this: "Those who bring sunshine into the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves." As you create, the things that you create will bring sunshine to the lives of others. And when that happens, you cannot keep it from yourself. This world, this earth is a gift. Let's each of us cherish this gift. And as we walk through this Hubble life, let's have understanding. Let's understand where it came from. Be believing. And live extraordinary. So as we cherish this earth, take a moment to think about what that looks like for you. And until next time, step outside, breathe it in, and know that this world was created just for you.